Day 5 of OTAs, and it was open to the media. So I got some tidbits for you. What is up, Fin fans? Yes, day 5 of the OTAs. Got Mike McDaniel's presser. I got some on-the-field news and notes, and then Tyreek Hill's press conference afterwards. He said some really interesting things. So we're going to jump right into this with Mike McDaniel, what he had to say at the podium. He talked about Melvin Ingram signing. He said veteran players that have been productive in the league, very excited to have the opportunity to add him to the team. Good that he has been in big games. Melvin Ingram, I think that him and Ingold, obviously the addition of Tyreek Hill speaks for itself, but these are like unsung hero signings that are probably really going to help this team win some games this year, especially in critical situations. Melvin Ingram's probably going to come in on like third downs and whatever and really help that defense get off the field. So I'm very, very happy about that. They asked him about the orange jerseys and all that stuff, and he said John Embry came up with that, with the orange jerseys. And essentially, the orange jersey is you had, your best day of practice, or I think it's the previous day you had your best day of practice. You get to rock the orange jersey, and you essentially are the DJ for the day. So you get to pick the music and all that stuff. And he said, if you have a problem with the music, become the DJ. So essentially, if you hate the music that's being played by whoever has the orange jersey on that day, well, win that jersey, have a good practice. They asked him on Tua wearing the orange jersey. He said he earned it. I think his teammates acknowledged that. I've seen a guy that is attacking the moment, a guy that really likes to play football. Just going to leave that one there for all the people that just need to hear it. Just going to leave it there for you. He says Tua's sharp instincts. He thinks about the game of football through the lens of the quarterback position. I'm just hoping that all these things that I'm hearing not only from people that like him, but from the beat writers that are skeptical of him, all the things I'm hearing from his teammates, all the things I'm hearing from unnamed teammate sources, all positive, 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 positive. I hope that translates to the game. And I hope he takes a huge jump. Let's call it a Josh Allen jump in year 3. And all of a sudden we look and say, there it is. He just needed whatever. And there it is. Mike McDaniel talks about the fullback position. He says they have gone away with using fullback. Teams have gone away with using fullback, so the defense aren't as adept to dealing with them. So it's a competitive advantage for the rare teams that use a fullback. I think the 49ers use a fullback. Dolphins use a fullback now. I think the Raiders, I wonder if they still use a fullback with Josh McDaniels there now. I know the Patriots use a fullback. There's not many teams that use a fullback, so it's going to be interesting. They talked about Connor Williams and the flexibility of the offensive line. He says, Connor Williams' inside flexibility as an option at center. You don't want to put a ceiling and decide where they're going to play. You want the players to decide that for you. And it's still undetermined if Williams, Dieter, or someone outside the building is going to be playing center. Connor Williams is going to be playing left guard, and if he doesn't, then I'm really going to be scratching my head with that decision. I think it's Dieter's job to lose, but the fact that they only have one center on the team, obviously they're going to be having other positions on that offensive line work at the center position, in case of emergency, unless they do bring someone in from the outside. Maybe I'll do a video talking about potential centers that the Dolphins could bring in. They also might be waiting for someone to get cut. I'll do a video about that maybe Friday. Then I got some news, some tidbits. You guys like the word that I use, tidbits. So there you go. No Tua today. He was sick. So they sent him home. The medical staff sent him home. It's not a COVID illness, but they sent him home. What I like about that news, right? Obviously, it sucks that he's not there today, and I would have liked to see him stay and practice and get some videos of him throwing beautiful passes to Tyreek Hill and Sherfield and Wilson and Waddle and Gesicki and Preston Williams, and I can go down the list. But the fact that he went to the facility, he went to the building, he went to practice and participate in OTAs, and the medical staff sent him home. He didn't go home. He didn't not show up and say, I'm sick, I'm not going to be able to make it today. Okay, don't worry about it. He went to the building. He was prepared to go through OTAs today, and they sent him home. If you look at every report from it, it is the Dolphins medical staff sent him home. Love that. Absolutely love that. It shows the fight and the love of football that this kid has. Christian Wilkins on a play, right? He 20-yard completion down the field. He chased the player down. Again, they don't give much information. And he punches the ball out, forcing a fumble. That's why he had the orange jersey on today. Javon Holland made a soaring interception from Teddy Bridgewater after he was flushed out of the pocket by Wilkins and Seiler. With Tua not being there, we saw a lot more snaps from Skylar Thompson and Bridgewater, obviously because he's not there. But interception from Bridgewater to Holland, great for Holland, not good for Bridgewater. Not nice hearing that. It's a good bad situation. Morstead hitting punts. Now, this is why they brought him in, right? He was kicking punts from his own 30, and they were landing in the 10-yard line. That is huge, especially if we get pinned in our own 20, under, and he can get it out to the opposite end of the field and help the defense out. Huge hearing that from Morstead. They talk about Hill and Waddle's speed opening up so much of the offense, whether it's go routes, crossing routes, all of this stuff. You're noticing Hill and Waddle on the field, and you're noticing the addition of Tyreek Hill. But they also said, yeah, it's fantastic seeing Tyreek Hill. It's fantastic. Couldn't get that out. Seeing Jalen Waddle, but don't forget about Cedric Wilson. He's showing up. He's making some very, very good plays as well. Gesicki looking in mid-season form, no wasted movement, gets into his routes, catches the ball, keeps it rolling, very fluid. Love hearing that. This to me is my favorite news from today. Not, Hill and Waddle killing it, not, the punting, not, Wilkins. This, what I'm about to tell you, is my favorite news from today. Noah Igbenogany and Tyreek Hill, right? Because Byron Jones and Xavier Howard and all these guys, Teron Armstead, all these guys are probably not there. Jerome Baker, all these guys. But Noah Igbenogany was covering Tyreek Hill all day today, and they had a back and forth battle. That's what I love to hear. At one point, Tyreek Hill did his thing. He turned Noah around with a big reception. But then the very next rep, Noah was step for step. This is literally what they said. Multiple sources watching this, multiple reporters saying Noah was step for step with Tyreek Hill and prevented what would have been a very long touchdown pass. Love hearing that. I love hearing it's a back and forth battle between Noah and Hill, and I'm loving hearing Noah doing that. And I see that as iron sharpening iron. I see that as Tyreek Hill. You're going to cover this man every day at OTAs, training camp, everything. It is going to make you better. And that's my favorite news from today. I have like two more things to talk about, but that right there, I could end the video right there, and I would just be completely ecstatic with the day. Hearing Noah is step for step with Tyreek Hill and prevented a long touchdown pass made me so happy. First team play a big hole. First snap of team play created a big hole for Ahmed from Coleman and Eichenberg. I'm assuming Coleman was playing guard, unless Eichenberg might have been playing guard. They didn't say they can't say who's playing tackle, who's playing guard. But Coleman and Eichenberg creating a big hole on first team play, and Ahmed making a big run. And then Braylon Sanders caught a 50-yard touchdown bomb from Skylar Thompson. It was a beautiful pass, and Skylar Thompson also made some great plays, hitting Waddle across the middle twice. So Skylar Thompson, again, getting more reps with Tua being sick today. And that's what I got for you today when it comes to on-the-field tidbits. Again, when training camp starts, those things where I get 7-on-7, 11-on-11, one-on-ones, all that stuff is going to be much longer. These videos for training camp go, like me just telling you what happened on the field is about 15 minutes. So you get a lot more in training camp. But Tyreek Hill came out. He met with the media. I want to talk about what he had to say, right? He talked a lot about Tua. He said the sky's the limit for Tua. He's heck of a talent. I'm being so active in May. So essentially, Tyreek Hill is not coming into these OTAs just jogging around. Tyreek Hill is a player that he could have not been at OTAs. He's one of the players that Mike McDaniel was talking about when saying these are these vets that show what they can do. They don't need to be here. He's one of them, but he's here. And not only is he here, he's running hard, he's running fast. And he said, that's what I do. When I signed here, I came here to work. I signed up to be a team leader, show this team how I do things. How I do things is I run hard. Love, love, love hearing that team leader mentality. He didn't just come here to sign a fat check and then just sit back in the Miami weather and say, whatever. He's there. And he's running hard. Yes, he's making his money, but he's doing his thing, and I love hearing that. He says Tua has one of the prettiest balls that I've ever caught in my life. Pause on that, but also very interesting. And he says, I'm very confident in my quarterback. He has crazy arm strength and arm talent. Now, again, you hear these quotes from Jalen Waddle, from Tyreek Hill, from Mike Gesicki. You hear the defense telling the GM about how better the offense is. You hear all these quotes from these players about Tua, and then you hear people who don't like Tua, who are skeptical of him. Not even the skeptics, but just the haters, because there are haters. What else is he supposed to say? Nothing. You know how many times in the comment section I hear people say that? Well, what else is he supposed to say? And I feel like they ignore what I'm about to say right now. Nothing. He could have said nothing. He could not have mentioned and said he has a crazy arm strength, arm talent. Thought it was one of the prettiest balls I've ever caught. Sky's the limit. He could have said none of that. He could have said, I see a ton of progress coming from Tua. Tua's fighting his heart out. Tua's doing everything he can. Tua's trying to take command of the team. I see Tua working very hard. Very vague things he could have said, but he didn't. He said very specific things. So again, what else was he going to say? What I told you or nothing. Plain and simple. But today seemed to be a defensive day. Obviously, Tua wasn't there, so you didn't have your starting quarterback. It seemed like Bridgewater kind of struggled a little bit. Skylar Thompson came in, did his things. I'm hearing good things about him. Probably a good practice squad guy with Tua and Bridgewater being your 1 and 2. But it's probably mostly a defensive day. Again, I couldn't see much. But this gets me excited. I can't wait for training camp. Again, they have off tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be my wide receiver position ranking for the AFC East. That's going to be a fun one. See how many people I piss off with that one. Then we have OTAs on Thursday, and then we have mandatory veteran minicamp on next Wednesday and Thursday. So you'll see Teron Armstead there. You'll see Xavier Howard, Byron Jones, all that stuff. So I'll break down video of that. And I think maybe Friday or Monday, I will make a video talking about potential center additions that the Dolphins can do. So, but other than that, that's what I got for you today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like usual, hit that thumbs up. I have a lot planned for you guys. So I will see you tomorrow ranking the AFC East wide receiver position. It's going to be an interesting one. Let's see how this one goes. But other than that, guys, like usual, stay classy and fins up.